to Wyoming?
Well, there's so much to it, including just from a personal view, having the great privilege of growing up on a ranch that my parents ran, and grandparents and great-grandparents. You know, that is a true gift to be able to have that experience growing up. I don't know that there's a better childhood than growing up on a farm or a ranch. But it's much more than that, obviously. Of course, with 11,000 farms and ranches in the state of Wyoming, it provides a great opportunity for a number of families to have that, a number of families to make a living. And importantly to the state, it's our third largest industry. It produces a lot of revenue, creates a lot of jobs, not just direct jobs, but a lot of indirect jobs as well. And then at the core and most fundamental to ag is that is how we fill our bellies every day. And in this country, because it has been so good for so long, we as a country, there's some individuals that have experienced this, but we as a country don't know starvation. We don't know what it's like to be hungry. And that is cannot be overstated, because when you're hungry, when you can't feed your family, little else matters. And what ag provides is the stability of food day in and day out, so that when we get up in the morning, whether it's breakfast or lunch or dinner, we know that it's available. And we have it in excess, but we should never take it for granted, because ag doesn't come by accidents or good luck. It comes through a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication of many people through many generations. And importantly, as we think about the future of ag, it's going to take not only the dedication and hard work that we have known since statehood, since this country was founded, but it's also going to take great education, because as fewer and fewer people are based in ag or have an understanding of ag, we have to reach out to everyone, whether they're bankers or lawyers or whatever it may be, and explain the role of ag and explain what ag needs to have in order to have sustainability. As I've said before, when we see this country being challenged to fuel itself with, say, oil prices and gasoline, that's a challenge. But that's one challenge, but not being able to feed yourself is an entirely different challenge, and one that leads to difficult foreign relations, it leads to difficult policy, it leads to difficulty for any government at the state or local level or at the federal level to do much of anything other than worry about how you're going to feed your people. And so ag is huge for Wyoming. It's huge for the country. It's huge for the world. And then also, as you calculate the amount of money that ag brings into the state, it's always undersold, because ag should get a best supporting actor or actress for so many other industries. If you hypothetically said we have eliminated 11,000 farms and ranches and we put houses in there, what opportunities would be lost for sportsmen, for hunting, fishing, for wildlife? What opportunities would be lost for oil and gas development or other mineral development? And so ag is big in and of itself, but it supports everything that we do in this state. And then in terms of identity, we have the Bunk and Bronc on our license plate. You can't have that if you don't have ag. It is part of what we celebrate in terms of our independence, our grit, our identity. And you don't have to be an ag to have that notion that we are the cowboy state and all that goes with that in terms of our work ethic, in terms of our quality of life, and in terms of our ethics. So we're proud of that. But you can't have that if it's an illusion. You actually have to have ag in your state. And so as I've talked in the state addresses, or I have a chance to talk about ag to other groups, it is undersold in terms of what we calculate to our state. And so it's our identity, it's our history.